Hi, I'm Carrie Michael. If you've ever tried to meditate, then you know how challenging it can be. Most people say, I can't stop my mind from thinking. I try to sit and meditate, and then when I get still, suddenly my mind goes in a million different directions. I'm thinking about what I need at the store, or suddenly, my nose itches and I've absolutely got to scratch it, or I'm thirsty, or I'm cold, or do you hear that dog barking? Or there's a million different things that will distract us from, just sitting and being still in our mind. And I think a lot of people are operating from the misconception that in order to meditate, one has to empty one's mind. That's not really how minds work. Our brains are designed to think. They are like undisciplined little puppies jumping around, but thinking is what brains do. And so meditation doesn't necessarily mean emptying your mind. It doesn't mean that at all. What it does mean, in meditation, you are aware of your thoughts. The only thing is you're not engaging with them. You're not attaching to them. You are not thinking a thought and then following the story that it tries to tell you. Instead, you are noticing the thought and you're witnessing the thought, but you are allowing it to pass without attaching to it. And so in order to achieve meditation, or dhyana in the 8 limbs of yoga, then you first have to cultivate dharana, which is concentration. And this is a skill. This is a muscle that we have to learn to use. And our modern life sometimes makes this really challenging, but it's really worthwhile to be able to cultivate the skill of concentrating. So over time, if you practice these techniques, and there are a number of them that you can use to build your concentration over time. And if you do that, then you will be able to sit and achieve that single pointedness of your mind that meditation requires. So one really important way that you can cultivate dharana is to stop multitasking. Do one thing at a time, whether that's eating dinner or folding your laundry or reading a book or digging in the garden. Whatever task you're performing, let it be the only task that you're trying to do. Don't be doing that and checking your phone and trying to have a conversation with your neighbor and all of these things. Completely immerse yourself into the task at hand. Perform it mindfully, and you'll find over time that your concentration muscle is starting to be built up. Another technique that you can use is to practice trataka, which is candle gazing. And you can do that by placing a candle about arm's length away from you, and you'll light it and gaze into the flame. So your flame is about at eye level, and you're gazing into it, bringing your awareness completely into the flame, and watch that for a minute or two. Then close your eyes and continue to keep your awareness on that flame. Continue to see the flame in your mind, even with your eyes closed. And once the image of the flame starts to fade from your mind, then do it again. Open your eyes, again gazing into the flame, bringing your awareness there completely without blinking or moving away from it or averting your gaze from it. Just bringing your awareness entirely into that flame, then closing your eyes and repeating that process. That's an excellent way to build up single-pointed, that concentration. There's a reason that we sit upright in meditation. That helps to focus the concentration. So a nice straight spine is really important in meditation. Not so much a rigidity, but the ability to concentrate is enhanced by the posture that we maintain in meditation. And there are a number of ways that you can sit to do that. So I'm sitting in sort of an easy seat. There are a number of postures that you could sit in. Some prefer to sit in a chair. with their feet firmly planted on the floor, back nice and straight, nice straight spine, front of the body soft. That helps to cultivate that, that concentration. Coupled with that, the breathing is an excellent way to focus concentration. You know, you may have heard it said in meditation to return to your breath. That's a method of dharana. That's a way to build your concentration. So if you are meditating on your breath, if you are focusing your attention on the inhales and the exhales, then you're building that that concentration skill. Visualizing something, whether you're actually meditating on an object that you're actually looking at. It can be really any object, a plant or a little statue or something that you're focusing on, or it can be an image that you're holding in your mind's eye. So you can just as easily focus on, for example, closing your eyes or keeping your gaze very soft and focusing on your third eye, that space in between your eyebrows. Or you can visualize a light within you or visualize an object. And when your mind starts to wander and the monkeys start hopping, you can bring your attention back to that object. And then a favorite way that I like to focus my concentration in meditation is through the use of a mantra. And a mantra is just a phrase that, a word or a phrase that you repeat in meditation that helps you focus your concentration. And so I thought we might practice with a mantra meditation today using the mantra Soham, which is translated as I am that. And that in Vedic philosophy refers to sort of the oneness, like I am one with the universe and all creation. So when I inhale, I will either think to myself or say out loud, so, and on the exhale, hum. Inhale, so, and then exhale, hum. And when my mind begins to wander, if I just come back to that mantra, it helps the mind focus. So a mantra is an excellent example of a dharana, and we will meditate using one right now. So we won't sit long, maybe 10 minutes or so, but just to get an idea of how this works and how this feels. So wherever you are, come to an easy seat. Come to a comfortable seated position where you can maintain a straight spine. On the floor is fine. I'm sitting on a cushion. You can sit in a chair, get comfortable. And some people prefer to close their eyes. Others prefer to focus their attention at the tip of the nose or at a point on the floor with a very soft gaze. That's certainly up to you. It just depends on how you are best able to focus your attention. If closing your eyes makes you fall asleep and wander more, then you might find that you're sharper if you keep your eyes very slightly open and you gaze at the tip of your nose or the floor, but that's entirely up to you. So we will just sit for a few minutes. Start to focus your breath. Again, just noticing the quality of your breath. At this point, you're not really manipulating the breath. You're just coming to notice it. Spine is nice and long. Your chin is tucked slightly. Shoulders back and down, relaxed. And start to come to your breath. And once you're comfortable here, then we'll start to introduce the mantra. And I'll repeat the mantra out loud at first, and then I will repeat it silently. You may want to chant it out loud, and that's okay, but you also, it's perfectly fine just to use it silently as a focus for your meditation. Inhaling so. Exhale, hum. So, hum. So, hum. Continuing on your own inhales and exhales, the mantra, so hum. I am that. If your mind starts to wander, just return to your breath. Return to the mantra, so hum. can go ahead and release the mantra. Become aware again of your body, the sounds around you, your surroundings. And come on back. I hope you enjoyed the meditation. You can practice mantra or any number of the dharanas we discussed, or you can probably think of more. And I hope that this leads to a rich meditation practice for you or serves you in some way. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.